Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. The bulls just keep snatching up that XRP when it goes on sale. Just the other day, as you well know, XRP dropped as low as 43 cents, and it's been so fascinating seeing tremendous volume come in. And so XRP is doing what we should expect it to do, which is to say it's moving in tandem with the rest of the market. As it goes down, the entire market goes down, major volume comes in, and then the price rebounds, which is what we've seen to this point. It's now up to a little over 50 cents at the time that I'm recording this. So there's nothing weird about that. It's one of the reasons that I'm so optimistic that XRP is absolutely going to hit a new all-time high in enterprise discovery this market cycle, so long as there is a full-blown alt season, which I'm anticipating. Now, of course, technically nobody knows for sure, and there could be some sort of black swan event, so I'm not going to go so far as to make some sort of price prediction or anything like that. I never have and I never will. But I'm optimistic that what is most probable is, yeah, we are going to see that. And I think a lot of you listening, if you're just a little bit more patient, because we're not quite there yet, I think a lot of you listening are actually going to achieve life-changing wealth. If you're sufficiently positioned, you got sufficient exposure to the market, with the degree to which we're going to get crazy multiplier effects, even for large and mid-cap coins, because there's not much money in even those, it's going to be substantial. And so there are a couple analysts saying, and I'll get this a little bit later in the video, but there are a couple of XRP chart analysts noting, yeah, as XRP price goes down, people absolutely are snatching it up, not surprising. And one of the XRP chart analysts has noted today that he's actually buying XRP at these prices because it's at a particular level. So as it looks more and more abysmal, that's the point of maximum opportunity for the cycle. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this video, it is 11:55 p.m. Central Time, my time zone, because I'm in the Midwest and in the good old United States, and we have, what the hell day is this anyway? Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Every day blurs together at this point. I'm staying busy. But again, yeah, so XRP is a little over 50 cents. Bitcoin, $64,314. Market cap for the asset class, $2.36 trillion. And you have the Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 67 out of 100. So haven't spent recently a lot of time in the 60s here, but we are. And you shouldn't be too surprised to see it given the negative volatility we've seen in recent days. But we're going to get back into extreme greed, undoubtedly. I think just be a little bit patient. I wanted to highlight this real quick because this is fascinating. There's been all sorts of expectations that we'll be seeing rate cuts from the Fed this year. And I noted in a recent video that I was skeptical that we'd be seeing that anytime soon because, the CPI data wasn't so hot. Inflation not exactly under control, going in the wrong direction, in fact. And so I'm sitting there, and that's what I said on this channel. I was like, how are they going to cut rates here in the face of that? I just didn't think that was probable. And now you have Jerome Powell today basically getting at the idea of, yeah, maybe not anytime soon. So here's the headline for Barron's. Powell says inflation progress has stalled. Rates will hold steady for longer. Now, as you well know, the last 3 times that we have seen rate cuts, it's been because the economy's not necessarily so hot, and you've seen notable crashes to the downside. And it's not a foregone conclusion. There's not 100% certainty that's what would happen if we have rate cuts. For instance, there were rate cuts in the 90s, and the market ripped to the upside. But it's, I think people don't understand. I don't think that a lot of people have actually looked at that data to understand what that means. But I've still been optimistic, and I was saying this in January before we knew whether or not Bitcoin would hit a new all-time high. I told you that my bet was that I thought that it would. And I noted that if you look at what happened with the S&P 500, and of course Bitcoin and crypto follows what happens in equity markets, I said if you look at the S&P 500, it hit a new all-time high earlier this year. And 10 out of the last 11 times that happened, if you looked at price a year later, it was way higher. On average, I think about 16% higher. So no guarantee, but I would suppose that's what's likely to be the case here. And as a result, I also think with, again, crypto moving in tandem with equity markets, I think that we're going to be in for a hell of a ride. I understand that things have cooled off over the last couple, few weeks in particular, but we are eventually, this year, going to see a major, major move to the upside. More all-time highs for Bitcoin. I believe XRP will hit a new all-time high. There's going to be all sorts of opportunities for that life-changing wealth. Again, we just need to be a little bit more patient here. Here's a post from Tropic. This account is run by the co-founders of on-chain analytics firm Glassnode, and I'm a huge fan of Glassnode. And they shared this chart and wrote the following: Bitcoin shows resilience. Bitcoin displays remarkable resilience as it swiftly rebounds from the critical $58,000 support level, with the relative strength index suggesting a shift towards bullish momentum. With sights set on breaching $68,000 and beyond, optimism permeates the market, yet caution remains paramount as any downward movement below $58,000 threatens to derail the ongoing bull market trend. Yeah, and so I would say this: even if we do get temporarily derailed, that happens. It happens in bull markets. It's not going to change my mood. I'm not going to be getting fearful. I'm still just going to be sitting tight, doing absolutely nothing, and waiting for the bull run to continue. That is what is most probable, I personally believe. Here's a post from chart analyst Jelly, and he said, Bitcoin tends to take its time to fully break its previous cycle highs. Just take a look at 2017. 57 days of gruesome chop, followed by literal up only. Be patient. The rewards will come. And then you can look at, so that in 2017, so that's 57 days. Then if you look at the next market cycle, hitting that 2017 all-time high, which at first did, I believe, I want to say it was December 2020, if my memory's serving me here. So that was fluttering about for 21 days. So the fact that we're at 42 days right now, it's not exactly concerning. This is historically normal, so we don't know exactly at what point it's going to resume a move to the upside, but it's a virtual inevitability as far as I'm concerned anyway. Here's a post from chart analyst Tech Dev, and he wrote what markup looks like, and he's showing these charts here. They're all showing crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 coins. Or I'm sorry, this top one is, and then you have this one, crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH. And then this one is excluding the top 10. But still, they look pretty similar regardless. Even if they were all exactly the same chart, it's going to look almost the same because none of them have Bitcoin, right? And so you can see the top one, this is in the bull run going into 2017. You can see where a good accumulation opportunity was in this green zone for each of these bull runs. So you've got the 2017 one, the 2020 one, and then where we are now in 2024. So this is the moment right before things go absolutely ballistic. We just have to, like I said, this third time I'll say it in this video, we just have to be a little bit more patient, then the life-changing wealth comes. That's what I believe is most probable. Here's a post from chart analyst Greg Crypto, and he's highlighting one of his older posts from February 2nd, where he was warning that there's a possibility XRP could go lower. And I know nobody wants to hear that, but it is always possible, and we did see a move that was pretty well in line with what he was kind of expecting. And so he noted the ABC corrective wave was predicted down to the teeth. XRP Army, stay ready. And so this is the post from February 2nd, and he wrote, XRP wave to analysis. My inclination leans towards a regular pattern for XRP's wave 2 correction, with expectations that the corrective wave C won't dip below 41 cents. However, should this count prove inaccurate, there's a possibility of wave C reaching as low as 35 to 40 cents. It's crucial to note that maintaining above 28 cents is a key factor on a macro view. And so I will note that 28 cents, that was the cycle low for XRP price against the United States dollar. Yeah, that was in June of 2022, I believe. So, let's not go below that. But we did go to the downside because the entire market dumped, and we got as low as 43 cents. So pretty close, right? And it's not a big deal. It's just, I understand that this just depresses all sorts of people. Not me, though. I understand that this is normal. This happens in markets, and it's not an indication in and of itself as to whether or not XRP is going to hit a new all-time high. We just need to wait and find out what's going to happen, because one of two things will happen. Either XRP eventually hits a new all-time high or it goes to zero. It will not flutter around sideways for the rest of its existence. One of those things will happen. You know which way I'm betting, right? New all-time high, eventually, even though I don't know when. And that's why I love my investment strategy. I don't have to know when. All I have to do is, after I buy stuff, is just do nothing. It's fantastic. I'm literally getting paid life-changing wealth to do absolutely nothing. Here's another post from Greg Crypto, and he posted this in the morning yesterday. XRP, color code to $1.40. Update. This color code chart is one of my favorites because it's simple and clear. The red flag area was always a possibility. But what's bullish is that the bulls bought up all the XRP that was dumped by the bears. The bulls are eager to buy these dips. XRP Army, stay steady. We're moving up. Any dips are just opportunities for your bids to be filled and these bids could be life-changing opportunities. Yeah, well, you know, I agree with that. Now, I'm not buying XRP because it's still by a lot my largest individual position, so I haven't purchased any since it was October of 2020. But it's last I checked and last I crunched the numbers, I mean, I think I said it was 24% of my total crypto holding, so it's substantial. So yes, I'm really counting on XRP to do well. Now, you know, if it doesn't, I'm still going to be fine. I got a ton of other cryptocurrencies. I'll still get life-changing wealth, I believe, even without it. But I think it's going to be a substantial portion of what I take in this year for this bull run. So we'll see what happens. Very optimistic here. And so that's what I was getting at the start of the video here. I mean, look at the volume. So XRP's volume, 1.68 billion. That's close to double what it normally is. It's usually maybe a little shy of $1 billion on any given day. And recently it was over $2 billion for a 24-hour period. And so what's happening is as the market has tanked and XRP and everything else goes on sales, the bulls are snatching this up. People are just giving their X away for cheap because they're fearful. It's just the silliest damn thing, but I'm thankful that humans are that ridiculous because they're the ones that cause the volatility, which makes life-changing wealth possible in crypto. So thank you for being ridiculous with your hard-earned money. I appreciate it. Here's a post from chart analyst Leb Crypto. And I was talking about him at the outset of the video because he's been buying some XRP. Here's a post from April 8th, and then I've got something from him today. He said, XRP, the time to load up on my first major spot position in several years is upon us. Plan is to dollar cost average into my position once my blue support line is hit. Expect it to be hit this month of April. Best risk reward setup in my opinion. And this is an XRP BTC chart. And XRP has been just getting destroyed when priced in Bitcoin for years. And it had another low just a few days ago in the market, tanked to the downside. And historically, this is the moment of most opportunity. And so the people that hate XRP will rip on it for this being the case and pretend like it's just going to keep doing that forever. And then the people that have trouble controlling their emotions, they'll just bitch about it on the internet. You know, people gonna people, right? But this is the opportunity, the point of greatest opportunity, certainly when priced against Bitcoin, right? Historically speaking, it certainly should be. And so he posted that on April 8th, and of course, unfortunately, the market did take a bit of a dive, but you don't know for sure. Like, I dollar cost averaged into XRP literally for years, and so there were tons of instances where I'd buy and then it would just tank further. Tons of instances, because you don't know, but it's more about just getting exposure over a period of time, which is what he's doing. So it went down lower, and then he just bought even more. So take a look at this. Just 12 hours ago, he added to this thread from April 8th. 12 hours ago, he wrote, and he shared this chart, my major XRP BTC level is now hit. Adding more here. And so, folks, this is what the people who are not emotional do. If they want to get a larger position, when it looks the most abysmal, that is the time of greatest opportunity. And then he wrote, this does not mean whatsoever that XRP cannot decline further in price. What it only means is that the risk reward now is much, much more favorable to enter a spot position than any time since Q1 2021. Yeah, and so that makes all the sense in the world to me. We're going to get ours, and so good for him. He's increasing his exposure, and he's got a better deal than he had on the 8th. So there you go. Brings down the average purchase price. That's just the name of the game, dollar cost average, my friends. So I continue to be very excited about this. I don't know when we're going to start to, resuming the up-only season, but it's coming, folks. It's coming. So sit tight. All we have to do is precisely nothing, and the life-changing wealth will just come to us. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.